My name is Kelsie Doan, and I'm the Spiritual Formation Manager at Grand Canyon University. The Spiritual Formation program at GCU exists to equip college students with practical tools so that they have a vibrant faith with God. We are giving space for students to not only learn, but to practice. And we are giving them practical tools, not just a good time or a good environment, which is so important in college, but we also want to equip students with those practical, tangible tools for their faith individually with God and also in community that they can take on spring break, on summers, and once they graduate as well. Some of the spiritual practices we teach on are silence and solitude, our fasting, our different types of prayer, like prayer of examen or adoration prayer, and a variety of ways to engage with scripture, and even different ways to do life with others. So like hospitality or generosity or simplicity. The idea for the program came from the Lord, and it was during COVID, which, one good thing that came out of COVID, I guess. And it was a time when all of us in the department, I was actually working in a different department at the time, a different program, and we were all kind of doing some brainstorming of what are ways that we can just better serve our students. Now that we had a chance, everything was on pause. Now was a chance for us to really reflect and chart a new course forward, not knowing what would happen after COVID. And I was doing some research at what other universities were doing and really noticed that we do so many wonderful things in the Office of Spiritual Life, but kind of a lack and a miss was we were not equipping students with practical tools to grow in their faith. And so that was something I felt like we could step in, and that is where the idea came from. So I first started doing focus groups with students. I asked my coworkers and different employees on campus that I knew if they could send me one or two students that they knew that would join a focus group. And I did 2 different focus groups, asking students of just their experience with spiritual life, what they were looking for in their faith, what could help better equip them, what they felt like they were needing. So I just wanted to make sure we weren't building a program that I thought was a good idea, but that was actually serving the needs of students. And so once we got the feedback from the focus group back, then we decided to beta test it. And so we took a semester. My coworkers at the time were really kind and let me kind of half do my job that I needed to do and then half beta test the spiritual formation program. And it seemed to be a success. And so kindly everyone said yes, and I left that role and started this role. So the program started in spring of 2021. That's when I kind of beta tested things and started to kind of soft launch it. And then in the fall is when we went all out with it. And ever since then, it has been such a sweet journey to get to see God do more than we could have ever imagined. And honestly, the program has really evolved because of the student leaders on the team. This program would never be what it is without the students that we have had. We have had 3 different years of student leaders, and all of them have brought their own passions and giftings, and that is really what has made this program evolve and grow, is the way God has gifted them and the way that they have jumped in to say yes to Jesus and yes to this program. Yeah, the impact really varies. It's fun to get to hear different stories from students. A lot of them saying, I didn't know my faith could be this way. Students really often tell me, why is no one else teaching me this? Like, why am I not learning this? Why am I just now hearing about this? And so it seemed to be kind of this awakening moment, and really students sharing like, gosh, my faith is now vibrant. Not easy, not perfect, but vibrant, and that they know how to follow Jesus as a college student in a way that will transform them and that they will experience transformation in their faith. I hope to see the program grow mostly just with reach. It is a newer program. It's probably one of the newest programs on campus. And it is kind of a niche topic that a lot of people don't seem to understand, and maybe don't even understand their need for it and understand the way that it actually can transform their life and their faith. And so I hope just that the reach spreads really wide, that students know about it, that staff and faculty know about it, so that they know where to point students to, whether students who are questioning their faith, don't know Jesus yet, or have been walking with Jesus for a long time, that students are aware that this resource exists for them and that they can experience transformation in their faith also. I have seen God more than I ever thought I would in this program. It has only been the Lord. And even the small little ideas that I have had at the beginning, the Lord has just blown those out of the water, particularly with the students that I get to lead and get to serve alongside. And they have just been wonderful ways to bring ideas that I would have never thought of, to bring questions, to bring discernment and decision making. And so it has been so fun to get to see God just bring varied people and their varied giftings and skills to this program. And that has been such a gift to see his provision and his kindness through that.